How long will it take for the rings to disappear from my vision at night with night driving? So with multifocal lenses, which we use very frequently, they are, the only sure way that we can get you out of glasses for near and far. Um, but the side effect is temporary rings around lights. Now let's talk about rings and what are they? Rings are not halos. Halos are an amorphous ring around objects, light sources usually, and this is usually due to dry eye, due to some kind of cornea issue that you have, and typically not due to the lens. Now rings are different. Rings are going to be defined, bright rings around headlights. There's usually a few of them, 2, 3, maybe 4. They're very sharp rings, not halos, rings. They're usually pretty well and clustered around the headlights, and they're not going to be giant rings, although they can be. These rings will be there. I'd be shocked if you didn't see these rings around headlights in the dark of night. You're not expected to really see these at any other in any other conditions. If you're in a dimly lit room or something, you're less likely to see the rings. But it's just really pitch black background, and then very, very bright light sources, that contrast that generates these rings. So these rings may be bothersome to a small portion of patients with the PanOptix Pro, with the Odyssey, and beyond maybe 3 weeks or so, very few patients will remark that it bothers them or affects their night driving. I would think by month 3 to month 6, you'll stop noticing them, or the majority of folks will stop noticing them. And then generally by 1 year to 2 years, you probably will completely not notice them. They are a physical property of your lens, so they don't physically disappear from inside your eyes, and they're always going to be part of that lens. But it's really the process of neuroadaptation where these rings slowly fade away as your brain filters them out. So just give it time, and everybody neuroadapts differently. We'll have different brains, different ways of seeing. So while other people don't have any issues, you may be the one where you're bothered by it for a little bit longer. But at the end of the day, if you've given it a solid 6 to 9 months, try, and the rings still bother you, we can have a discussion, and I can remove the ringed lens from your eyes and replace it with a non-ringed lens. But the PanOptix Pro and the Odyssey are by far the best multifocal lenses on the market available in America. So if we were to remove one of these, there's no alternative. Everything else will surely give you the same, if not more rings, or more side effects in the multifocal realm. So when we do remove them, I encourage you to use a non-ringed lens. So that's going to be Vivity, iHands, a light adjustable lens, something else. But they're always going to be trade-offs. So if the ringed lens, we take that out and we do a non-ringed lens, almost surely you're not going to see the same amount of range that you saw with the ringed lens. So you're going to be giving up some of your reading vision. I almost guarantee you. So it may be wise to just give it some more time, and just know that with more time, less rings, less bothersome. So that's my best advice is don't give up in the first 6 to 9 months. If you can stick with it to the 1 year mark, almost all patients do just fine with the rings. All it takes is just some patience and time. Thank you.